recording. Oh, she's recording. Okay. This one's 8. Chat, so how do I close that? Okay, smoking a cigarette, worst thing I can do, right?
All right.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Morning. Morning.
Okay, good. You can hear me. Now did you put me on mute?
I did.
You did. Okay, so should I put myself on mute now? Because
You can, sure.
okay, very good.
Great. Okay, so we have about 4 minutes. I did something a little bit different this time. Now everyone can automatically join, so I no longer have to allow people in the space. So just in case you do get disconnected, you're set to come right back in. And for those of you that are here a little bit early, within the chat feature, I do recommend putting in any poses or anything you would like to see today. I do have a tendency with my yoga style to freestyle, if you will. So, really anything goes. So if there is a particular pose you'd like to see in our first session, the 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. all level yoga session, feel free to type that in there. And and I'll certainly incorporate that in our practice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I get this all set from here. Good.
So I'll mute myself for the next 3 minutes or so, and we'll allocate about 2 more minutes afterwards. So we'll start approximately 10:02 to 10:05 to allow everyone to join. And I did cross my fingers. I had posted live also on Facebook. So for those of you that would like to hop on there, you should be able to on our pop-up Prana page. But we'll see. If either way, I will post on YouTube as well as the Vanderbilt Museum will post our sessions. We have a 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. session, all levels, will be, from basic to options for some intermediate poses. And then we have an advanced practice starting from 11 a.m. to 12. Okay.
Hi, good morning. I'm just a here. Let me start.
Gigi.
All right, so we will start in the next few minutes. I first would like to begin by thanking the Vanderbilt Museum for offering us this platform to everyone. And they will be, of course, posting the live video. They might be posting it via YouTube or their website, but stay tuned. They will, certainly post about that. In addition, we will have the videos posted on our website at popuppranayoga.com as well as on YouTube. We currently have the last, I think it was the last 2 sessions on there. So if there were a session that you missed and would like to revisit that, you're more than welcome to join our YouTube and access that. I'm currently looking at the chat window. I do not see any requests for poses. If there is a pose you would like to see, or maybe a part of the body you'd like to stretch, or anything, any action to okay, so yep, here we are. Neck, shoulder tension. Okay, we can certainly accommodate that. Shoulder. All right, then let's begin. Let's begin then in a laying down position in corpse pose. So just a reminder, again, for those that are practicing with us for the 3rd consecutive time, we have the ability now for participants just to join. So I will no longer be toggling with the entrance and exits. So if you lose power or if you accidentally get disconnected, you could hop right back in. So I will be demonstrating the poses continuously from beginning to end. So again, we will start laying down. And as you lay down, I just want you to focus on laying every part of your back onto the ground to start. So that might be a little bit difficult, right? Because when we're laying down, there's a little bit of a curvature of the mid-back area. So flatten out your lower back, okay? Lower, middle, upper. Placing both shoulder blades. So you might need to shift a little bit to draw your shoulder blades to the ground. Relax your head, relax your toes away from the midline of your body. Take a deep inhale. So allow the space of your lower back right here to lift slightly as you inhale. And then as you exhale, pull. So we're engaging your abdomen as you exhale. Slowly inhale, release. Feel your rib cage rising, your shoulder blades pressing into the ground. And then as you exhale, try and seal upper, middle, lower back to the ground. Now on your next inhale, I want you to draw your chin to the right side. So you'll feel a stretch on the left side of your shoulder. Your palms are still flipped to the sky. And just breathe slowly. Inhale, pressing your left shoulder blade into the ground. And slowly, gently exhale. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Inhale, chin turns back to center, gaze up. And exhale, chin turns to the left side. So your left ear comes to the ground, right shoulder blade presses into the earth. Okay, still staying in that corpse position, deep inhale. And exhale. Good, continue to breathe, inhale.
Wait, password.
And gently exhale. Okay, so continuing to breathe, laying in corpse pose here, laying down, shoulder blades pressed into the ground.
I got that already.
Okay, I'm just trying to mute.
just want her.
Oh, there you are. Perfect. Now, as you're laying down in corpse pose, I want you to place your fingertips onto your rib cage. Now, notice if you can see me on the screen, notice that your fingertips are spread really wide. Okay, right in the upper rib cage. So as you inhale, you're going to feel your ribs expand. You're going to feel your chest lift up. You're going to feel your shoulder blades lift up. And then as you exhale, you're going to press into your fingertips so your belly comes out. You're really pushing, pushing, pushing. And then inhale. So we're doing this laying down, right? Inhale, belly button in, chest lifts up, fingertips spread wide. And exhale. So notice your belly collapsing, your lower back pressing into the ground. Inhale, deep breath. Rib cage rises, shoulder blade pressing into the ground. And exhale. Now slowly shifting your fingertips onto the hips, the hip area right here. You're gonna do the very same thing. Now, one of the premise or the foundation of yoga, right, the practice of yoga is breathing. Typically when we breathe very shallow, right, like about right here. So when we're placing our fingertips here, we're going to leverage the diaphragm as you breathe. And you'll notice a big difference, right, incorporating your rib cage and your lower abdomen. So together, inhale, deep breath. Feel your belly button coming towards your spine, rib cage lifting. And now as you exhale, your objective, press into your fingertips as you exhale. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. So you're collapsing your chest. Feel your breath drop to the base of your spine. Good. Inhale, the reverse. So inhale, belly button to spine, rib cage expands, chest lifts, shoulder blades pressing into the ground. And exhale, shoulder blades drop. Pushing, pushing, pushing. See upper, middle, lower back pressing into the ground. Lower abdomen pressing into your fingertips. The reverse. Inhale, belly button to spine, chest lift, chest, rib cage lifts, chest lifts. And slowly exhale the reverse, collapsing and pressing, engaging your lower abdomen into your fingertips. Inhale. And on your next exhale, placing your right hand and your left hand on either side of your hips, laying down in corpse pose. Now, likely because you are at home, especially with lack of activity, whether you're not walking as much as you're used to, or you're working from home in your office, what tends to happen is we tend to, our lower hips tend to be fairly tight, right? So you might especially feel some tension right about here. So what we're going to do is window moving pose. On your next inhale, extend your fingertips over your head, turn in the opposite direction. Keep stretching, stretching. And then as you exhale, flex your feet. Right knee comes towards your chest. Interlace your hands just below your shin. So an emphasis here. Inhale, kicking through both heels. Draw your right knee towards your chest, but you're going to feel it more so in your left hip flexor, right about here. Sometimes when you're really tight, you'll notice your left heel will lift, and that's because of a really tight hip flexor. So your objective is to draw your heel to the ground, your left heel. Continue to breathe. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, continue to pull. So the more you pull here, the more tension you'll feel in the left side of your hip, flexor. So it's all about balance. It's all about breathing. So inhale, continue to pull. If you're very advanced, maybe your right knee comes into your right armpit. You can bend your right elbow, left hand reaches for your right. Okay. Continue to breathe. Deep breath. And exhale, relax, right? Relax your left hip. Maybe your left hand is pressing onto your left hip to anchor your left hip to the ground. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, left hand onto your left hip. Inhale, right hand just below your right shin. If you'd like, very slightly as you exhale, you can gently open up your right hip, but pin your left hip to the ground. So you'll notice a little bit of a hip stretch on the right side. Now remember, no tension. If there's a sharp pain, always stop. Go back into the pose, find an equal position that will relieve any immediate tension. Okay, so you're right here, you're actively breathing. You feel no tension at all. Then on your next breath, inhale, right knee back to center. Give yourself a really big hug. And exhale, point your toes toward the sky. Now you're pointing your toes, but you're also flattening out your back. So lower, middle, and upper. Inhale, deep breath. Now as you exhale, recline your toes to the earth. Flatten your back to engage your core. So drop for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend, fingertips over your head, toes in the opposite direction. Exhale, opposite side. So flexing both feet, left knee towards your chest. You can stay here for a breath. Then inhale, flexing through both feet, guide your left knee towards your chest. You might already feel it in your right hip flexor. You can stay right here with your right hand, pinning your right hip to the ground. And if you want to, if you'd like to go deeper, you can continue to draw your left knee towards your chest. Deep breathing, inhale. Continue to kick through your right heel. Keep flexing the energy through your right foot, your right toes. And then as you exhale, continue to draw your left knee toward your chest. Another intermediate option or advanced option, right knee into your left elbow. Guiding your left hand towards your chest, pressing both shoulder blades, middle back, lower back to the ground. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Final exhale, continue to find your edge. Keep pulling. And inhale, extend your left foot toward the sky. So point your toes. So flexing through your right foot, upper, middle, lower back to the ground. Exhale, drop for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your left foot to the earth. Inhale, right arm extends overhead. Exhale, both knees bend. Inhale, dropping your knees to the right side. Right ear on your right tricep, left hand right in front of your heart. We're just going to come right up into a seated position. Inhale, press into your left palm and find a seated position. Okay. So as we're sitting in a seated position, that could be what's called Sukhasana pose. Sukhasana is a very fancy way of saying cross-legged seat. You can do it with your heels stacked like so. This is a more advanced variation. You can just cross one leg over the opposite. Or if this is too tense on the knees, on your knees right here, you can swing one leg and both forward. Inhale, extend your arms toward the sky. Really reach your fingertips toward the sky. Deep breath. Exhale, hands toward your heart. Close your eyes and set your intention for your practice, your objective. Begin to gently open your eyes in Namaskar pose. Right hands in prayer, thumbs towards your heart. Inhale, extending your arms toward the sky, really reach. Now in any position with legs straight or in Sukhasana pose, as you exhale, left hand toward the outer edge of your right knee, right fingertips behind you, twisting from your shoulders. Inhale, deep breath. So your spine lifts, right? An invisible thread pulling toward the top of your head, all the way through the sky, up. And then as you exhale, twist from your shoulders. So your right shoulder twists to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Extend your fingertips towards the sky. Reach. And exhale, twisting to the left side. Inhale, back to center. Extend your fingertips toward the sky. And then as you exhale, interlace your hands behind you. Now, as you interlace here or here with your legs, try to press the heels of your hands together. If your palms are separated, that's okay too. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep pressing your palms away. And then as you exhale, it could be very slightly draw your chest forward. You might feel it a little more intensely in your arms. maybe in your chest, maybe in your lower back. Now inhale with control, very slightly, come up, stack your shoulders over your hips, release your hands. And exhale, fingertips onto your knees. Okay. Inhale, deep breath, extending your fingertips up toward the sky. As you exhale, twist one more time to the right side. Inhale, grow with length. And then exhale, begin to twist. Inhale, back to center. So notice we're matching our breath to our movements. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale, grow with length. Exhale, twist from your shoulders. Inhale, fingertips back to center. And exhale, arms are parallel to the ground. Inhale, palms look toward the sky, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, fingertips on either side of your hips. Left hand onto the earth. Inhale, right arm lifts toward the sky. Exhale, right fingertips reach up and out as you exhale, reaching toward the left. Now, energy is more so in your finger, right hand, your fingertips. Don't collapse to the left side because as you inhale, rise with control, right? You're using the right side of your abdomen, left arm lifts toward the sky. And to the opposite side, exhale, right fingertips to the earth. Inhale, your left thumb reaches back and up. And then exhale, left hand reaches to the right side. So you're pressing your left shoulder into that invisible wall behind you. Okay, abdomen engaged on the left side. Inhale, right arm lifts to meet your left. And then as you exhale, looking at the thumbs, begin to very slowly fold. Feel the stretch of your lower back, right? Inhale, flatten your spine, meaning head in alignment with your hips, so no collapse here. Inhale, flatten. And then exhale, chest toward the earth. Very good. Inhale, walk your fingertips as far forward as your body allows. And then as you exhale, navigate your fingertips to the right side. Now, when you do this, you want to anchor your left hip to the earth. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, turn your attention to your left shoulder. Draw your left shoulder to the ground. You'll feel it more intensely on the left side of your body. We'll come to the side so you can see the opposite side. So as you inhale, fingertips forward. And exhale, fingertips to the left side. So you'll already feel tension here. Remember, right hip drops. Deep breath. Square off your shoulders. And exhale, emphasis right shoulder to the ground. Inhale, fingertips forward. Keep reaching forward. And then exhale, inch your fingertips toward your knees. Come back to the seated position. Okay. Inhale. Lift your shoulders by your ears, right? Keep lifting up. And then as you exhale, pull them back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then draw them down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, draw your shoulders back, drop them down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, back and down. Now you're going to gaze to the left side. You're going to inhale, extend your right arm to the right side. You might already feel a little bit of a tension here, and your fingertips are forward. Keep breathing here in the pose. If you'd like this pose a little more intensely, you can flex your right hand. You should feel it right about here. Keep breathing. Next breath, your fingertips drop to the right side, gaze forward. Exhale, extend your left hand. Inhale, gaze into the right. You can stay here, or maybe as you exhale, flex your left hand. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, releasing your hand fingertips onto the left side of your hip. Inhale, extending your fingertips toward the sky. And this time, as you exhale, we'll transition into tabletop. So shifting onto your palms, roll over your knees very carefully, finding your yoga mat. Now, sometimes depending on any knee tension, I like to double up my mat. So I have 2 yoga mats here. If you have 1 yoga mat, you can always roll your yoga mat a few times to create a little bit of an elevation and a bit of a cushion. Okay. So starting with cat-cow, now notice the isolation of your spine to start. So palms are fixed. Remember, proper alignment in tabletop dictates your proper alignment in downward facing dog. Meaning, notice the mirror image of an L, fingertips spread really wide. You want to pull your elbows in, right? Like you're twisting something on the ground. That way, the weight is on the inner part of your hand and not on your wrist. Okay. So, pressing your fingertips forward, elbows in. So elbow creases forward here. So fingertips forward, elbows in. Deep breath. Exhale. Now as you inhale, adjust your spine. Drop your belly button, curl your toes. With a variation, you can lift your gaze up. Exhale. Your cat pose, so the belly button draws toward the spine. You can flatten out your toes. That's an added variation. Keep pressing evenly into your palms. Inhale, option to curl your toes, lift your gaze. So opposite action with your back, right? So gazing up, belly button drops toward the mat. And exhale, tops of your feet planted. Keep pressing into your palms, gaze at your thighs. Inhale, flat spine, gaze forward. Now, as you exhale, shoulder blades come either on top of your palms or slightly forward. Feel the pressure in your palms, gently stretching. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, slightly forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, very slightly forward. So you can keep going deeper and deeper. Inhale, tabletop. And then as you exhale, find an extended child pose. You're sitting towards your heels, relaxing your elbows. You can extend your fingertips further forward. This is extended child pose. You can also find traditional child pose, meaning your palms flip toward the sky behind you, but there's more weight on your forehead on the ground. So here or here in this pose. Breathe. Begin to interlace your hands. So if your palms are forward, you're going to inch your fingertips behind you. Gentle weight on your forehead. If it's too much tension or pain, keep your palms forward. Otherwise, interlace your hands behind you. As you inhale, keep pressing your fists up toward the sky. That's option 1. Very easy variation. Option 2, if your body allows, only if you're allowed pressure on your head, be cautious of your neck, very, very cautious. You can lift your hips, stacking your hips over your knees. Now the weight is on the very top of your head, not on your forehead. You're not gazing forward. Okay, like so. And then very gently as you exhale, drop your seat towards your heels, release your fingertips. Inhale to a kneeling salute. So you're going to come onto your knees, stack your hips over your knees, and extend your palms up toward the sky. Exhale, extended child pose. So drop your seat towards your heels, palms forward. Left palm on the center of your mat as you exhale. As you inhale, see if you can lift your right arm toward the sky. You're going to feel a very, very deep stroke to your left arm. And then as you exhale, right palm forward. Opposite side, so right palm center on your mat. Inhale, left arm lifts toward the sky. Exhale, left palm forward. Inhale, rise to tabletop. And then as you exhale, curl your toes, find downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, again, the same alignment with your hands. Lift your knees, hover, and then as you exhale, begin to straighten your leg, but not entirely straight. You're not locking your knees. There's a slight bend to your knees because your back is most important. Look, you don't want an arched back like this. You want a flat back. So that might mean your knees are slightly bent, and that's okay. If your hamstrings allow, if you have very flexible hamstrings, you can draw your heels to the ground. Okay, so together, inhale, slightly stack your heels over your toes. Exhale, draw your heels toward the ground. Now keep pressing into your palms. Shine your chest toward the mat. Keep guiding your forehead toward the mat. Inhale, stack your heels over your toes. Exhale, guide your heels to the ground. Now together, placing your palms onto the earth. Inhale, slowly travel your feet towards your hands. Now if you need to, you can always bend your knees and then eventually walk your feet toward the top of your mat. Take a deep inhale, flatten your spine. So in a flat back, you can draw your hands onto your thighs, onto your shins, or if you're flexible, you're right here. And exhale, find a fold. Remember, you can bend your knees to protect your lower back if you have very tight hamstrings. Everything's really heavy. Backs of your hands or elbows. Take a deep breath. Now, as you inhale, we're going to come up very slowly. Chin to chest. Hollow out your back. Press into your heels. Tighten your glutes. Tighten your core as you rise. Mountain pose. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to do our sun salutation A. I'm going to do a very, very basic transition. Very slow, offering many options. If you are advanced, you know what to do. Do not wait for my cues. Just find your variation of your vinyasa. So in vinyasa, we're going to start with standing position. So feet about hips distance, or with your fists, you can measure them together, place them between your feet. Pelvis forward, shoulder roll back, expanding your chest. Inhale. Draw your fingertips toward the sky. You don't see my fingertips, but you can continue to draw them toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, find a fold. So you can bend your knees slightly, fingertips on either side of your feet. Inhale back to the flat back. So fingertips on the ground, or shins, or thighs. And then as you exhale, step back to plank pose. So very same exhale, palms are on the ground. Step one foot, then the next behind you. If this is too much, you can drop your knees, finding tabletop. Same exhale to knees, chest, and chin. So just that. Knees, chest, chin on the ground. Elbows zip to your ribcage, gaze forward. Inhale, slide forward. So zip your legs as if you were a mermaid. Pressing your palms on either side of your chest. Lift your chest. You're not pressing into your palms. You're using your lower back. And then as you exhale, curve your toes to downward facing dog. You might need to drop your knees. You want a flat back as you shift back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Inhale, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale very slightly, pressing and expanding into your fingertips. Keep pushing into your mat. Keep shifting your weight towards your heels. Keep breathing in downward facing dog. Exhale, keep shifting your weight back. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Gently walk your feet between your hands to a flat back. So fingertips could be on your thighs, shins, or on the ground. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Now use your glutes as you rise. Engage your core. Extend your fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, hands towards your heart. That was one sun salutation A, Surya Namaskar Ka. Second step. You can skip this if you're tired, come right to downward facing dog or child pose at any time. Okay, second set, inhale, extend your arms toward the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, plank pose. To knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra maybe gentle upward, knees on the ground, pressing into your palms, don't collapse in your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, flat spine as you come back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Final exhale. Inhale, flat back. Walk, step, or float. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Okay. So we're going to do a forward fold with the option of eagle arms. So option 1 in eagle arms, right arm underneath left. So you're crossing your elbows and reaching your hands for your shoulders. That's option 1, the more difficult variation. Right arm underneath left. Okay, you're going to place your right palm, you're going to twist it just like so, connecting your palms, and then I'll come in this position here so you can see. And you're going to bend your arms up like so. So you're going to crisscross, so right arm crisscross, connect your palms, lift your arms. Arms are in a 90-degree angle. More advanced option, less advanced option. Wherever you are, right arm underneath left. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, bend your knees, find a fold. This is going to feel incredible in your shoulders. Your arms are an anchor. So whether you're here or here, it does not matter. You get the same benefit of your shoulder straps, right, in your back. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, fold, just allow your arms and your head to hang. Inhale. Exhale, continue to sink. Now, as you inhale, you're going to flatten out your back. So your torso is parallel to the ground. And then as you exhale, unravel your arms like jello, allow your arms to hang. Inhale, chin to chest, come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Press into your feet, tighten your glutes, lift your chest. And now the opposite side, as you exhale, left arm underneath right. So left elbow underneath right. You can reach your opposite shoulder or connect your palms. Inhale, arms lift very slightly. As you exhale, bend your knees, find a fold. Don't drop. Suddenly you want to come out with control. So very slowly recline, relax your head. Inhale, maybe begin to straighten your legs, stretching your hamstrings. And then as you exhale, tip the weight forward, right pinky comes toward the ground. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Okay, so your torso comes parallel to the ground. As you exhale, unravel, arms dangle, and fold. Inhale, very slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. And exhale, hands onto your hips. So standing in Tadasana pose and mountain pose. Very good. Inhale, lift your chest. So expand your shoulder blades, close your eyes. As you exhale, just breathe. We'll begin our balancing sequence at this moment. If you'd like, prior to the sequence, you can always grab some water. You could take a very quick break as we sit in mountain pose. Okay, so in our mountain pose variation, hands are on your hips, the outer edges of your hips. So the heels of your hands are resting right about the lower, it's like just about the lower back, about so. You're gonna close your eyes. You're just gonna breathe. You're gonna stay here for a moment with your eyes closed. Slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Now, as you inhale this time with your eyes closed, you're going to gently rock forward onto your toes or onto the ball mounds of your feet. And as you exhale, you're going to come slightly back. Now, if you lose your balance, you can always open your eyes, but try to match your breath to your movement. So as you inhale, come forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, and exhale back. Now, pressing evenly through all four corners of your feet. So through both feet, eyes closed, inhale, pop your right heel. Now, as you exhale, drag your right toes, your right foot towards your left leg. So your right heel is just about where, or slightly above your left ankle. Stay here for a moment. Inhale, deep breath. Now keep pressing into your left foot. Now as you exhale, flex your right foot, so your right toes come very slightly up, right? They're hovering off of the ground. You can stay here now. Remember, your balance is compromised because your eyes are closed. You might be tapping your foot just to find your balance, and that's all right. Just find steadiness wherever you are. Now, if you're advanced, if your eyes are closed, and you find this is fairly easy, you can flatten out your right foot just below your left knee. Now open your eyes, the pose becomes significantly easier, right? So here's our tree pose. You can remain in this variation or this variation. If you need to use a wall, you can always use a wall, or you can step very slightly off with just one finger, right, toward the wall, just in case you lose your balance, or all fingertips. If you're more advanced, your right foot can come above the knee, so your heel is pressing into your left hip, like so. What helps with your balance is extending your arms toward the sky. So if you do lose your balance again, you can sway very slowly from side to side. More advanced option from this pose, if your body allows and you have an advanced practice, you may find your half lotus. You can find this pose or this pose. Breathe. Good. Next, inhale, draw your hands in prayer in Namaskar pose. And then as you exhale, very slowly come out of the pose with control. Very slow motion, right foot meets left. Very good. Sun breath, inhale, extend your arms toward the sky. And then as you exhale, find a fold. Hinge at your hips, fingertips toward the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, maybe reverse swan dive. Lift your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, hands towards your heart. So opposite side, eyes closed, hands in Namaskar pose, feet about hips distance apart. Inhale, pop your left heel. Exhale, left heel to right leg. You can stay here or inhale, flex your left foot. Exhale, continue to breathe. Okay, next inhale, you can flatten out your left foot onto your right calf. Breathe. Now open your eyes, deep inhale. Keep pressing into your right foot. Keep lifting your chest up toward the sky, crown of your head toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you can stay in this pose and tree pose. You can find a more advanced option here, or even half lotus. Inhale, begin to extend your fingertips toward the sky. Good. Breathe very slightly. Keep lifting your chest. Keep pressing your right foot to the ground. So you're not collapsing and grounding. You're lifting and inhaling. Exhale, relax your shoulders, right? No tension in your arms. You want to be as limber as a tree. Take one more inhale. Reach your fingertips as high up toward the sky as you can. Keep lifting and extending. And exhale, hands in prayer. So namaskar, thumbs towards your heart. Come out with control. Inhale, left thigh lifts. And then as you exhale, left foot gently placed next to your right foot. Sun breath. Inhale, extend your arms up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, find a fold. Inhale, flat back, head away from hips. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Lift your chest, press through your heels, extend your arms up toward the sky. And exhale, hands toward your heart. Standing at the very top of your mat. Inhale, deep breath. As you exhale, find a fold. Again, you can bend your knees, fingertips toward the ground. Now, as you inhale, you're going to step your right foot behind you. Drop your right knee top of your right foot. Keep pressing your pelvis forward. Exhale, interlace your hands onto your left thigh. Inhale, lift your chest slightly. You'll feel the tension over here, right here in the right hip flexor. You have the option to extend your arms toward the sky. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Inhale, create a box. So you're going to place your left heel directly underneath your right knee directly underneath your right hip. Inhale, lift your arms toward the sky. Exhale, hands on the inner part of your left foot. Now your right palm is placed to the ground or cemented to the ground. Inhale, left arm lifts. Now if you can't really come to the side, if you can't quite lift your left arm, you don't need to. You can place your left hand onto the outer edge of your left leg, then place it onto your left thigh. This action is most important. Left shoulder over right. Oh, and by the way, if you can do this too, fantastic, but it's the same stretch. Okay, very slowly as you exhale, left hand frames your left foot. One more time, inhale, rising onto your left knee. Exhale, pelvis forward. Begin to inch your left foot to ensure that your alignment is there. So this increases the difficulty. See the distance between your extended knee and your heel. So this is a more difficult variation. If you'd like to ease off the pose, you can stay right here. Then you can inhale, extend your arms toward the sky. So wherever you are. Okay, now as you exhale, hands frame your left foot. Inhale, tabletop. So left knee meets right. Exhale, back. Okay, we're talking about shoulders, right? So we'll do a thread the needle in this pose. So as you inhale, lift your elbows off of your yoga mat, fingertips onto the ground, gaze forward. As you exhale, left arm comes underneath right, so thread the needle, left shoulder to the ground, gaze at your left thigh. Now if you want to here, you can inhale, extend your right fingertips towards your back. Advanced practitioners, you can find thread the needle, you know what to do. So right hand, the inner part of your left thigh. So you could be here. If this feels uncomfortable, stay right here. One more deep breath, inhale. And exhale, we're going to incorporate a little bit of an extra stretch. So now as you exhale, you're not gazing at your left thumb anymore. Okay, so on your next breath, you're going to inhale, gaze to your right thumb, drop your right shoulder. Okay, you might notice a little bit of a difference in stretch here. And then as you exhale, left palm forward. Inhale, elbows lift, come onto your fingertips, gaze forward. Exhale, thread the needle opposite side. So right arm underneath left, right shoulder to the ground, gaze at your right thumb. So it's this action here that intensifies the pose. You need to ease off, right shoulder lifts. Right shoulder down, more intense. Inhale, right shoulder lifts, less intense. Find your variation, gaze at your right thumb. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, maybe left hand onto your lower back. That's an added variation. Or you can see the thread of the needle easier here. Left hand is in the inner part of your right thigh, but still gaze at your right thumb. One more breath. Slowly exhale. Inhale back to center, left arm lifts. And exhale, left palm forward. Remember, very slight movement. Now, as you inhale, you're lifting your gaze, you're dropping your left shoulder, gaze at your left thumb. And then exhale, left palm forward. Extended child pose, forehead toward the ground. Inhale, rise, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, we're going to find a flat back. So like before, inhale, walk your feet between your hands. Flatten your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Good. Exhale, hands towards your heart. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Now opposite side. Inhale, step your left foot behind you. Remember your distance, right? Your left knee can come pretty close. And as you exhale, pour the weight into your right foot. Interlace your hands onto your right thigh. So if you want to make this more difficult, inhale. So more of an intense hip flexor stretch, left knee further behind you. Keep bending deeply into your right knee, lift your chest. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift one, maybe both. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Keep bending deeply in your right knee. One more time, inhale, fingertips up and back. And then exhale, hands on the inner part of your right foot. Left palm directly underneath your left shoulder, like so. Inhale, right hand on the outer edge of your right calf, onto your right thigh, lift your chest. So from this angle, here we are, you see, notice right shoulder over left, and then hey, maybe you can extend your right arm toward the sky. Exhale. Inhale. And then as you exhale, right hand frames your right foot. Inhale, right knee meets left. So placing both palms underneath your shoulders. As you exhale, find a seated position onto your heels. If you have a knee issue, you can cross one ankle over the opposite, doesn't matter. Find a seated position in Sukhasana or swing your legs forward. We'll do a quick stretch with our wrists. Begin to interlace your hands. Press your elbows together. And as you're breathing, you're just going to create circles. You might notice and hear some popping and cracking, and that's okay. That's air escaping your joints. And now the opposite direction. Okay, now arms parallel to the ground. Take a little bit of a wave. And then the opposite side. Okay. Back together, elbows connected. Gently separate, create fists. Okay, in any direction really you like, forward, backwards. And my favorite, extending your fingertips. Okay, we'll start with the left hand, so pointer and thumb wraps around your wrist. This is called distraction. You're definitely going to extend your arm forward, and you're very slowly and slightly going to pull your right arm away. Now what happens is you're creating a gap between your right wrist joint, and that creates some space to allow your lubrication to lubricate your joints, right? So as you gently pull away from you. Okay, we'll do the very same thing with each digit of your fingers. So left pointer and thumb clasps your pinky, very gently and very slowly pull. Okay, right ring finger, middle, pointer and thumb, and same for the opposite side. So right pointer and thumb, gently pull your pinky, maybe even create some gentle movement, right? No pain, just gentle distraction, ring finger, middle, pointer, and thumb. These poses are very great to do working from home, right, sitting at a desk, just to make sure that your fingertips and your wrists are stretched, right? Okay, so begin to cross. Sitting in this pose, you're going to cross one ankle over the next, find a seated position, and then extend your legs forward. You need to separate your legs. You could be at this distance, or this distance, doesn't matter. Inhale, lift your arms toward the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. I'm going to come in this direction so you can see. You're going to very slowly walk your fingertips away. Now, I'm right here, and I already feel the stretch in my hamstring, so I don't need to go very far. Just breathe, right? Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're not walking your fingertips away. You're drawing your shoulders toward the ground, so notice your elbows are bent. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale very slowly. Sink. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, inhale. Walk your fingertips towards your hips, shoulders over hips. Extend your arms toward the sky. As you exhale, right hand onto your right leg. Again, notice my chest. Inhale, lift your left arm. And then as you exhale, so your right fingertips can come on the outer edge of your right leg. You're going to tip your left hand toward the right. Now notice from this direction, I'm not dropping my left shoulder and reaching for my toes. I imagine as if there is a wall behind me. I'm pressing my left shoulder blade behind me, and I'm extending in this direction. So I'll feel the stretch right here, like so. You can drop onto your forearms if you have the flexibility. Your energy is up. Exhale, continue to sink. Keep reaching past your toes. Don't reach for your toes or your shins. Past your toes. Inhale, come back to center. Extend both arms toward the sky. Exhale, left hand on the outer edge of your left leg. So we'll come in this direction so you can see. Inhale, right shoulder back. Arm lifts up toward the sky. Gaze up. And exhale, sink. Good. Inhale, continue to twist. Up. Exhale, sink. Could be very slight, very minute. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, sink. Inhale, return back to center. Exhale, hands on either side of your hips. Inhale, connect your heels. Now sitting, scooting slightly past, like further toward the front of your mat, slightly in front of halfway, right? So arms are parallel, hollow out your back. As you exhale, point your toes, lower, middle, upper, presses into the ground, palms flip toward the sky. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, right knee and left, towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, relax your head and sway from side to side. Find stillness. Inhale. Arms are perpendicular to the mat. So your palms are flipped toward the sky. As you exhale, flex your feet. Stack your knees over your hips. So you're going to feel your core engaged. Exhale, drop your knees to the right side. Right hand onto the outer edge of your left leg. Gaze at your left thumb. So there are a couple of things here that you can keep in mind. You can think of it in one of two ways. One, left shoulder to the ground. Gaze at your left thumb. Or two, left knee stacked directly over your right. Draw your left shoulder to the ground. Your left shoulder will be elevated here because we're restricting the distance. Whereas if your left shoulder is already on the ground, you'll notice your left knee is not stacked over your right. Okay, so both arms pressing into the ground. Inhale back to center. Heels in alignment with your knees. Knees stacked over hips. Exhale, drop your knees to the left side. Inhale, left hand on the outer edge of your right leg. Gaze at your right thumb. Exhale, drop your right shoulder. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms perpendicular to your mat. Palms planted to the ground. Press into the earth, knees center. Exhale, kick your heels, stack your heels over your knees, over your hips. Inversions. Now placing your hands on either side of your hips, an inversion means that your legs are upside down, right? So we're inverting our body as we typically would, like standing. An inversion might include shoulder stand. If you have shoulder stand, I won't instruct you, you can go right into the pose, or if you have a headstand, forearm stand, any variation, you can find that too. Either way, this pose is called legs up the wall, obviously minus the wall. If you have a wall, you can use one, and I'll use my couch as an example for now. So the way to get up using the wall, so imagine as if the wall is all the way up here, you're gonna sit as close up to the couch as possible and come onto your back. Extend your legs up and then shift your hips onto the wall. An excellent restorative pose. You have the option to place blocks onto your feet to add some slight weight to create a stretch in your toes, creating some flexion in both feet. Okay. If you're using a wall, come back to your yoga mat, stacking your heels over your toes. If you're in another inversion, shoulder stand, slightly come out, meet us in legs up the wall. On your next breath, point your toes. Separate your heels. So notice, big toes connected, heels separated. Exhale, drop for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Corpse pose. Begin to lay down. Close your eyes. So remaining in corpse pose as part of your meditation, you're going to very slowly revisit your breath. Gently inhale, breathing in through both nostrils. Feel your chest rise, your rib cage lift, your middle back lifting and arching off of the ground. And as you exhale, feel both shoulder blades pressing into the ground, sealing your upper, middle, lower back to the earth, palms look toward the sky. Taking this moment of silence, thanking yourself for finding time in your very busy day to practice. Finding a moment of gratitude as well, to think of something or someone and offer a bit of gratitude on their behalf. Welcoming positive thoughts. Welcome. And then very slowly inhale, extending your arms over your head, toes in the opposite direction. Exhale, knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs like we did the beginning of class. Inhale, extend your arm, your right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the right side for fetal pose. Inhale, press into your left palm. Find a seated position, legs crossed in Sukhasana pose. Take an exhale, palms onto your knees. Close your eyes. Inhale, stretch your arms toward the sky. And exhale, thumbs toward the space between your brow. Remember to think positive thoughts, for thoughts become things. Inhale, thumbs to lips. Choose your words wisely. Use words that will build and not break, that will empower and not destroy. And exhale, thumbs to heart center. Seek the love and light that surrounds you. Seek the love and light that dwells within you. As we bow together in unison, saying namaste. Namaste. All right, well, thank you all for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I do have a second session starting very shortly. We'll start at approximately 11:05 for an advanced variation of our session. And that's that. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Again, we'll post this video on YouTube. You're welcome. And I look forward to seeing you in the very near future.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Anytime, my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice to see you, Sue.
Morning, Jen.
Hi, Eva. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Oh, I miss you so.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you for doing these classes. This is so awesome.
Oh, anytime. And again, if you missed it, we have them posted on YouTube, so just take them as often as you like.
Cool, thank you.
Welcome.
So just a heads up, my camera does this weird thing. You see like these leaves and my mat sometimes looks like it's green leaves. It's not. It's anything red comes up like that. I don't know why, but it's kind of
It's gotta be your virtual background, I would think. I would check your settings for that.
No, it's not. It's every time, and it's actually weird. Usually my whole mat looks like that. So it's anything red has this weird like green grassy thing going on.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's wild.
Hi, Phyllis.
Hi, I want to say hi. I want to thank you again. It's really amazing to be able to see everyone and feel the energy when you're doing yoga. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's what I miss the most, but at least it's so nice to, even virtually, right? We can still experience that, so.
Yeah, it's good to have a group, you know, to feel the group.
Yeah.
Amazing for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Anytime.
And we can't wait to get outside at the Vanderbilt soon. If we're 6 feet apart, can we do it?
I absolutely, yes. I mean, I would be more than, I would love to do that. And there's plenty of space too outside, so I don't see why not, right? Once we're ready to do it.
Yeah, that would be great. But thanks again. I appreciate it.
Anytime. All right, so it looks like we do have a select group for our second session.